of the scriptures, that wife will serve husband and husband will serve uh, uh, Supreme Personality of Godhead. So the result will be for both husband and wife can be achieve perfections. Oh. So you can ask how that by performing services to husband, how wife can get perfection. Hmm. Yes, if husband is devotee, then whatever service he is doing and wife is also taking part in that service, even scripture recommend that uh, in especially sacrifices wife is required. So all the supports hmm, given by wife are there. So for everything offered to Lord, hmm, the service of wife is added. That's why even though husband alone is putting more time on serving Lord, the result is shared to wife. But if husband is not a devotee, hmm, so should wife serve him as good as Supreme Personality of Godhead? Jasya deve parabhakti jatha deve tatha guru tasya te hi kathitartha prakasante mahatmana. Scripture says that one should worship his guru hmm, as he worships God. Hmm. Then all the good qualities will manifest in him and he will become a perfect devotee. Hmm. Hmm. So then for wife, similar thing is there or not? Yes, wife also can get similar thing. For wife, his husband is becoming the representative of Lord. So every individual is guided by the facilities provided by Lord. What are those facilities? साधु गुरु शास्त्र आत्म रूपे करानो अनुशीलन. A living entity in this material world need to be guided. So living entity is always guided by sadhu, guru, shastra and Paramatma. So thing is that whether one is able to receive the guidance from sadhu, guru, shastra and Paramatma is all up to him. Is he able to read, hear and truly interpret the instructions that is readily available? Scriptures are there. If you are not going to read it and understand it, then you will not be able to know how Lord want you to guide. Similarly, sadhus are there, and you have to find a guru also, as well as Paramatma also give inspirations. So that is the four way Lord has made arrangement that you can be guided in the spiritual path. So all these sadhu, guru, shastra, and Paramatma to be treated in equal level. All the Vedic literature are not different from Lord. So the Bhagavad Gita, you should always worship Bhagavad Gita, put tulsi and flowers. Bhagavad Gita is Krishna himself. His words is non different from him. Similarly, the devotees of Lord are also the called Parikara, Sambit Shakti. They are also non-different from Lord. Sadhu, Guru, Shastra, Paramatma, all are in equal level. So that is for the devotee when he consider Sadhu, Guru, Shastra, Paramatma all in equal level and give the importance. Gurutva. Importance means when you give very high importance to the subject, then you listen so carefully and the brain register with something very serious. One has to take the things very heavily. That's why Gurutva. Gurutva, if you give Gurutva, then that becomes Guru. Guru means very, very heavy. Unless you take something very heavily, then it is not going to act on you. So similarly, many people comes here in our mission and goes. Their spiritual progress do not happen much, and others they take very seriously and progress very swiftly, very quickly. Khipram bhavati dharmatma saswat santi nigacchati. अथचेतपि सुदराचारो साधुरेव स मंतव्य सम्यक ही व्यवस्थित ही स. Very quickly they well situated in the path of spiritual platform and they cultivate Krishna consciousness. That is possible. So Krishna is the representation to us through Sadhu, Guru, Shastra, and Paramatma is Krishna himself, who is within our heart. Ishvara sarvabhutanam hruddesya arjuna tishtati. So, like a machine is controlled by a person, similarly, we are being controlled by Supreme Personality of Godhead. Upadrashta, Anumanta, Bharta, Bhokta, Maheshwara. He is giving us guidance, he is overseeing, and he is maintaining us. But he is also real enjoyer, which we sometimes forgets. That's why we claim ourselves as the Bhokta or enjoyer. That's why we suffer, but we are supposed to be Bhakta. And he is the Supreme Lord. So this realization, if established very strongly in the heart of a devotee, and he regards Sri Guru as Supreme Personality of Godhead, as good as Supreme Personality of Godhead. So he offer all his worship and he takes very seriously the word of Sri Guru. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya. So whatever word comes as instructions is taken as the order of Krishna. There is no difference between the order of Krishna and order of Guru. When a devotee comes to that standard, then he progresses swiftly. So similarly, for wife, her husband is representing Krishna. So sometimes possible that husband may not be very advanced, but if wife is very advanced, then also she can get the result. Whatever comes through the mouth of husband or through the arrangement of husband, whatever her husband asks, if wife has completely taken it as the order of Parameshwar, her Parameshwar, then Parameshwar takes the responsibility, because wife has considered the true dharma, true religious principle, dharma rakshati rakshata. So, Lord keeps the promises. So, whatever blessings husband gives to wife, Lord fulfill that. Uh, So, that's how the services rendered to husband is also accepted by Supreme Personality of Godhead. Uh, just like in Parampara system, the service goes to Krishna. Similarly, if wife service to husband uh, and understand that his husband is Parmeshwar for her, then service is also accepted by Lord. So such chaste wife uh, get perfections. So there is a very nice story. One of the story you might have heard about Sati Anusaya. And then uh, one more story will tell that about accepting somebody as guru, but even though he is not qualified, yet if the disciple is a true disciple, uh, if the disciple has firmly established guru, uh, then sometimes he also gets the result. So here there are some divisions. We will explain. Let us hear the story. There is a very big merchant. He was having enough security all surrounding. There are 4 5 uh, thieves came to see that this merchant is having lots of gold. Mm. But the security arrangement is very tight. Lots of securities are there. Mm. So they cannot steal and escape. So they wanted to know about how we can steal this. The merchant was a very good devotee. Mm. He has very firm faith in Lord. Mm. So knowing that this merchant is a sadhu, so these thieves they made a plan. They disguised them as as sannyasis, having good tilak, kantimala, all this, and also one danda in their hand. So they reached to the house of the merchant, devotee merchant, and when the devotee received them, he he received all these 5 guests very nicely, offered them water and uh, garlands, very nice seat, and lots of varieties of prasadam, very nicely served. And upon inquiring about where have they come from, what is their sampradaya, they told, yes, we have ashram in the bank of Ganges, uh, and we are from Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya. So this devotee become very happy. Such a pure devotees who are living in the bank of Gangavata, and also they are from Brahma Madhava Gaudiya Sampradaya. They are great acharyas. I am very fortunate that Lord, in form of sadhu, come to my house. So he worshipped all these 5 guests very nicely, uh, and requested them to stay little longer time. So they stayed some 4 5 days, and this merchant accepted them as their guru. But when they are planning to leave. So they thought that we will steal. So not only the husband but also the wife, both served these five guests. Hmm. So at the time, fifth day, they wanted to steal. So they stolen all the golden. The wife somehow saw that these people are stealing. So in the fear of being caught by the security, so they have killed the wife of the merchant, uh, beheaded the wife of merchant. So somehow, while they are escaping, they were caught by the security. Mm. And they were brought to in front of the merchant. When merchant asked that who has killed my wife, so everyone told, yes, these people are stealing gold and they must have killed. Mm. And merchant did not believe that, and he told they are my guru. They are very advanced sadhu. You don't know the power of these sadhus. Hmm. And you are always misrepresented in this metal world. So what is truth you don't know because of Maya. Hmm. You you know the power of the speck of the dust of the sadhu. I will show you how much power is there in the speck of the dust of this sadhu. So he again did abhishek to all these uh, five guests with lots of honor and panchamrita, offered garland, arati, as one worship guru. Then took the charanamrita, sprinkled over the dead wife, and the dead wife got up. So it is to be understood here, these five guests were thieves actually. Their intention is to steal. Not only they were thief, but also they murdered. They are killer. Mm. So they are so sinful people. However, for the person who is discharging devotional service, is considering them guru, so is Krishna is accepting that. When the determination, the nischaya, utsaha, nischaya, vishwasa, dharya. If these four are strong pillar, utsaha, nischaya, vishwasa, dharya. If somebody's faith is 100%, means doubtless, scientific faith. If somebody is enthusiasm to do devotional service is absolute or highest, 100%. And if one has utsaha, nischaya, patience, utsaha, nischaya, vishwasa, dharya. If one has very strong patience and affirmation or determination, like Dhruva Maharaj, in 6 months he could see Supreme Personality of Godhead. His full determination and conviction to the instructions of Narada Muni could help him see Lord so quickly. So, if the four pillar Utsaha, Nischaya, Dharya and Vishwasa is very strong, then when he execute devotional service, tat karma pravartanat, discharging regulated devotional service, then he gets the result very quickly. Kshipram bhavati, dharmatma. Very quickly he gets the result. So here, all these things are absolutely available in this merchant. Nothing is lacking. So he will get the result. Even though the person to whom they have chosen as guru are not correct. But it is not advised that you choose anyone as guru. Guru will be he who has conquered the urges, 6 urges. Hmm. There are various urges. Kama vega, krodha vega, juha vega, udara vega, upastha vega. So, who must have controlled lust, anger, greed, who is free from enviousness, must be, taken as, considered as guru. Then one should at least see if one is, not at least if one is very much convinced in one formula, then he can consider him as guru. What is that formula? That formula is that he must be a good disciple. Here, this merchant is the example of good disciple. So, but to choose one guru, the guru must also be a true disciple. If this true disciple is fulfilled, means the chain of connection is established. Suppose there is power grid somewhere in the city, but you are receiving the electricity here, because all the connections are correct. If somewhere connection is missing, disconnected, then we will not get electricity here. Similarly, there is disciplic successions from Brahma, from Lord Krishna to Brahma, then Narada, Vyasadeva, Madhvacharya. In that succession, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, Supreme Personality of Godhead, has come. Then Sri Rupa Sanatana, all these 6 Goswamis, Narottam Das Thakur, and Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada, and Guru Maharaj. So this is the disciplic succession. You see how Sri Sripad has taken the order of Srila Prabhupada, working so hard day and night, sometimes continuously, during especially conferences. Guru Maharaj could not sleep even for weeks continuously, and worked with same vigor, very high enthusiasm. He is the example of the highest absolute enthusiasm, absolute determination, and patience, and a very strong faith, complete scientific faith on the order of Prabhupada instructions. So these 4 pillars are very, very strong. So like that, if one become a true disciple, then he can be considered as guru. So other qualification we may not be able to see with our material eyes. We may get sometimes misrepresented. But this qualification is enough. If you are able to judge that whether the sadhu is a true disciple or not, then the disciplic succession is established and the representation of Krishna is happening. The services will comes through Krishna, and the services, the orders or instructions will coming from Krishna. So whatever is coming from the mouth of Guru is also coming the mouth, the instructions of Krishna. Guru Mukha Padma Vakya. So whatever Padma Vakya means the word of Padma Mukha. Padma Mukha is Lord Krishna. So similarly, instructions comes from Krishna, and whatever instruction is obeyed by disciple, whatever service is rendered by disciple to Guru is also going to Krishna. So two-way connection is now two-way. You are able to receive instructions and you are able to serve Krishna through disciplic successions. So one has to become true disciple. That is essence. If somebody has got a pure devotee as Guru, but he is not true disciple, then he might get some good result, but perfection will never come. Just by accepting pure devotee, one will get Krishna, that is not guaranteed. So Guru has to take care. So to take care of yourself, you have to become disciple. So becoming disciple is utmost requirement. Then Guru must be devotee of Krishna and disciple of his Guru in a bona fide sampradaya, such as Brahma Madhya Gaudiya Sampradaya. Then he will achieve the perfections. Coming to the main point, that for a woman, when they become chaste and follow these four things, that they serve the husband very nicely, and the family members and relatives of the husband, what is the responsibility of the husband is towards family members or relatives. Same thing should be considered by the wife, and similar way she can serve them, as well as always works for the satisfactions of the husband, and tat brata dharanam, accepting the vows of the husband. Whatever goal he has fixed in his life, wife should regularly support. These are the four. So tat brata dharanam. So what is important here, that if the husband brata is Vishnu brata, then the perfection of the wife is in the abode of spiritual planet. Otherwise, chastity can make her progress in this three world. She can be best among the three worlds. She can attain the highest planetary systems up to Satyaloka. Maybe he can get liberations. He can get all the bhukti, mukti, siddhi, whatever with her chastity. But if the brata of the husband is not Vishnu brata, will she be able to go back Godhead? Will she be able to go back Vaikuntha, or will be she able to go back Golok Vrindavan? This is the question. So one should choose a good husband who practice Krishna consciousness, so that so all of her service will also become the service in devotional service that purifies the material existence. So this heart actually is meant to keep Krishna in center. If this heart is having so many unnecessary, unwanted desires in place, then where will be the place for Krishna? This heart is like a good bed for Krishna to rest. and you are putting so many dirties in it, dirt thinking like lust, desires, so many unnecessary goals. There should be one goal, and everything should be contributing towards that goal. What is that one goal? Is to go by Godhead, to please Krishna. So karmena tam abhyarcha. If you have to work, then work for Krishna. Whatever work you are performing, worship Krishna through this work. So karmena tam abhyarcha. That is Varnashrama system. So, with our work, when we worship Krishna, then only, the actual ultimate good can happen. And we should not keep so many goals. Can there be any goal but be secondary and contributing to the primary goal of going back Godhead? So, it is very important that husband also must become a devotee of Vishnu, so that wife also be able to get ultimate perfection by following the husband. That is the essence in our modern society. The women freedom things are very much discussed, that nowadays women freedom. Yes, before giving freedom, first free the people from the lusty desires. Otherwise, if you give freedom, then you arrange so many securities. Society should be well balanced. In one place we give freedom, in other place we are not making sufficient arrangement. How to protect the society from the women hunters. If we are not making proper arrangement to free women from women hunters, and you do not restrict the movement of women all the time or anywhere, any place, then there will be problem definitely. So there should be a balance on all these things. So this is very important, that one woman must be protected by the husband. So every time he can protect the wife. A woman can always be accompanied by husband or son or brother. So that's why our society can progress. If woman is not well protected, then that will be causing Varna Sankara, which is explained in Bhagavad Gita 1.40. Strishu dushtashu vashneo jayate Varna Sankara. So to protect the society, it is the responsibility of brother, father, brother, husband or son to give protection to the woman. Like that, if woman also be conscious of the duty that she need to follow and obey and accompany husband, then definitely there will be perfections for all. That is the essence, and that is the arrangement as per the Vedic system. So with that, be a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya or Shudra, which is their acquired guna and karma. So acquired guna and karma is not by birth, but by their sanskar. So after a living entity, after a human being taking a birth, So whatever sanskara and whatever training he has been given, accordingly his nature get developed. Hmm. So whoever is doing business can be considered as Vaishya. Whoever is doing the protections of the society, becoming Kshatriya. And who are worshipping Supreme Personality of Godhead can be regarded as Brahmana. All other classes will be regarded as Sudra. That is by their acquired nature, how they are performing, but not by their birth. So this Jayate Kalau Jayate Sudra. So by birth everybody is Sudra, but by Sanskara one is able to become Brahmana, Kshatriya or Vaishya. If this system is well understood, then Sanskara is very, very important. So every parent must be focusing on sanskara. Sanskara is absolutely important. Without sanskara, children cannot become first class Brahmana. So a very systematic plan to educate the children through the parents, through sadhus, through the teachers, and the scriptures, deity worship, all these very, very systematically must be arranged. It is not that he has taken birth from a Brahmana family and this and that, so he automatically acquired all this. Nothing automatically acquired. He must be trained very systematically. So without training, no sanskara. No sanskara means he will remain Shudra and his attitude will be remaining like that. So the real freedom to the society will come when this training of Vedic culture being imparted in our education system very systematically. So this modern scientific educations, if also takes the synthesis between science, spirituality together, then it can bridge this gap. There is no other hope. So if the world want to make freedom of freedom of fear, freedom means allow women to serve nation independently without any troubles. For that, all the people must be becoming good citizens, and to make them good citizens, so that they will not do any crime, they need very good standard of education, and that good standard education is the synthesis between science and spirituality. Both systematic study of science, spirituality, and synthesis between these two are required, so that one can absolutely placed in a positions to control, regulate the senses for the betterment of himself and the society. Thank you very much. Any questions? Hare Krishna.